Hi, everyone, and welcome to this month's mug session. Our topic is on price and market trend report. We've got Bryan Edwards, who's the Senior Director of Supply Chain and Logistics at Xanterra Travel Collection. Bryan leads the corporate supply chain and logistics team, supporting a collection of hospitality operations within national parks, a cruise line, several international travel and tour companies. So with that, Bryan, Tyler has a whole bunch of questions for you today so we can dig into how you've mastered the use of InsideTrack for those data-driven decisions.
Yeah, Bryan, thanks again. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having
me. So just jump into it. Ask you a couple questions. First question, can you talk about how your team uses the price and market trend report, and also what aspects have been most helpful to the operation and purchasing?
Sure. Yeah, and I think it's helpful to have a little bit of context too about the type of operation that we are. So as you heard from Jillian's summary there, we're sort of a group of very independent properties that are very authentic and true to place. So whether you're Yellowstone National Park or the Grand Canyon, for example, you want, especially in the F&B side of our business, you want an experience that's authentic, it's true to place, it's very reflective of where we are. We also have a real stewardship model built into our supply chain where we leverage a lot of local items, a lot of regional items. We've got a commitment to our community. We have a commitment to Mother Nature and sustainability, also the National Park Service. So it's important that our items are determined in many cases locally. As a result, when we look from a corporate perspective at those items, we need as many tools as we can put in our toolbox to help us understand what's going on with our costing, how that's impacting our P&L across the board. And more importantly, we need a quick reference tool because with great data could come sort of great risk as well. Lots of information overload, and I have a relatively small team like I'm sure most folks do these days. And so what's important for us is that we get access to information that we can do something with quickly. We can drill into it very quickly, just as you showed a moment ago, Tyler, where I see an area, let me get a little bit further in the funnel and identify where that opportunity is, and let me now really drive some action out of that, whether it's commodity mitigations, whether it is new negotiations, what have you. We're looking for all the tools we can get at our fingertips that allow us to, in an hour's worth of work, identify an opportunity, put a plan in place, and then put to task some action to help mitigate those risks. I think the other thing that's really important is when we talk about the data that we're working from for these reports, it's our distributor data, and in many cases, it's near real-time data. So that allows me, if I run that report for a relatively narrow period of time, let me look at this date range, what's the last month, the last custom period of time, whatever is important to us, compare that to a relevant baseline period. Now I'm looking at near real time, and I can take or recommend action in the business that will help us improve our circumstances quickly. I don't have to wait for multiple financial cycles to go through for somebody to go, gosh, we have a cost of goods issue. I know we have an opportunity before most of our finance team do. And that's where we're able to kind of drive the numbers in advance of the financials.